Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet these super cute, cozy, classic leg warmers. They're a relaxed, slouchy fit, beginner-friendly pattern, and the written pattern is linked in the description below, which will give you sizes toddler, child, and then adult women extra small, right up until 5XL. In this video, I'm going to be doing a size medium. I've also included a list of the materials that you're going to need in the description below so you don't have to spend too much time listening to me ramble on at the start of this video, and we can just jump right into the pattern. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be working on a size medium, so I'm going to work on a chain of 31 for my starting chain. Now remember, this pattern is to give that kind of loose, slouchy looking leg warmer. If you're wanting something more fitted, have a look in the links in the description below, because not yet if you're seeing this video when it's first posted, but there will be a couple of other patterns added for leg warmers, one of them being a more longer and fitted leg warmer. So as soon as that is done and available, it will be linked in the description below. So you can keep an eye out for that if it's not there at the moment, but it will be very, very soon. But again, so this one is for that loose, slouchy looking leg warmer. If you want to follow this pattern and make it more fitted, I definitely recommend sizing down probably a couple of sizes, but I'll let you use your discretion for that, because this pattern, I haven't tested it out in that way. But anyway, rather than rambling on and on, let's go ahead and get started with the one that you saw, with the leg warmers you saw in the picture, which is that loose, slouchy looking leg warmer. So I'm going to be working a chain of 31. So you're going to yarn over your hook and pull through the loop. Yarn over and pull right through the loop. Okay, so that's your starting chain. I'm going to go ahead, pause the video, work the chain till you get to the starting chain that you need. This is going to determine the cuff around the ankle. So go ahead, I'm working a chain of 31, and if you're making a medium as well, go ahead and work your 31, and then come back. Okay, so now that you finished your starting chain, we're going to go ahead and connect our very last chain that our hook is in here all the way to the first one. Run your thumb along it just to make sure that the chain doesn't twist or turn. We're going to connect it to the first chain. So push your hook into that first chain. We're going to do that to form a ring. All right, so yarn over and slip stitch right through. Okay. We're going to chain one to begin our first round. I do recommend using a stitch marker to keep track of that chain one. It can be easy to overlook it when you really get going. So we're going to go ahead and mark our chain one space, because that's where we're going to be closing every single round. All right, so now we're going to work 1/2 double crochet into every single chain all the way around. So you're going to yarn over your hook, push it into that first chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull right through all 3 loops. We're going to do the same thing into the next chain. Yarn over, push your hook into that next chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on working 1/2 double crochet stitch into every single chain all the way around. When you get back to the beginning, come back. So go ahead and pause the video, work all of your 1/2 double crochets. When you get back to the beginning of this round, come back and I'll show you what we'll do next. Okay, so now here we are at the beginning. We're going to close our round with a slip stitch into that chain one space. Your stitch count right now should be 1 less than what your starting chain was. Okay, so I did a starting chain of 31. My stitch count right now is 30. All right, so we're going to go ahead and chain 1 to start our next round. Move that stitch marker up. And we're going to go ahead for this next round. So round number 2 is what we're starting right up until and finishing round number 4. So 3 more rounds in total right now. We're going to work just 1/2 double crochet into every single stitch all the way around. So go ahead and work 1/2 double crochet into every stitch all the way around. When you get to the beginning, you're going to close the round with a slip stitch, and you'll start the next round with a chain 1. So finish this round that we just started together and do another 2 more. So you have a total of 4 rounds of work, and then come back. Okay, so now that you finished those rounds, we're going to chain 2. You're going to be closing your round with a slip stitch into the chain 1 of this chain 2. So go ahead and just mark that bottom chain 1 space. Now in the first stitch of our round, we're going to work a single crochet. So push your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. Chain 1. In the next stitch, we're going to double crochet. So yarn over, push your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. Chain 1. In the next stitch, we're going to single crochet. Chain 1. In the next stitch, we're going to double crochet. Chain 1. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and continue on working single crochet with a chain 1 and then double crochet with a chain 1. If any of the stitches in this pattern are going too quickly for you, please do have a look at my stitch tutorial playlist available on my channel. I go through specific stitches and they're really slowed down, meant for absolute beginners. You can still follow this pattern as an absolute beginner. These stitches, you can rewind back. So if you're brand new to crochet and you really need help focusing on the specific stitches, keep rewinding back and replaying, rewind back and replaying. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue all the way around. And when you get back to the beginning here, like I mentioned, we're going to be closing with a slip stitch into the chain 1 of the chain 2. So I'll show you when we get there. So go ahead and finish this round, alternating these stitches. When you get to the beginning, come back. Okay, so here we are at the beginning and we're looking at our chain 2 here. So there's chain 1, chain 2. We're closing into the chain 1 of that chain 2 to close our round. Because I want this to stay consistent, we're going to be working into that, okay? The chain space. All right. Sometimes in some of the rounds. So let's go ahead now and we're going to begin our next round with a chain 2. Pull out the stitch marker and mark the chain 1 of the chain 2. Okay. So now working around the chain spaces from the previous round, not into the stitches, but around the chain spaces, we're going to begin with a single crochet decrease. So we're going to push our hook around that first chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop. Hold on to these loops on your hook, and we're going to push our hook between these next stitches around that next chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we've now got 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull right through all 3 loops. Now we're going to chain 1. And around this next space, we're going to work our double crochet, chain 1. Around the next space, we're going to work our single crochet, chain 1. Around the next chain space, we're going to work our double crochet, chain 1. Then we're going to repeat again how we did from the beginning. So we're going to work a single crochet decrease. So push your hook around that next chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, go around the following chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, chain 1. Around the next chain space, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1. Around the next chain space, we're going to work a double crochet, chain 1, and around the following chain space, we're going to work another around that next chain space, we're going to work a double crochet, chain 1. Around the following chain space, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and around that next chain space, we're going to work another double crochet, chain 1. Okay, then you're going to do a single crochet decrease again, and you're going to be repeating this pattern all the way around until you get to the beginning, close with your slip stitch, and then come back. Okay, so now that we're back here at the beginning, we're going to close our round with our slip stitch. Let's take that stitch marker out. Chain 2 to begin our next round. And we're going to mark our chain 1. Okay, so for this next round, we're still following the pattern of single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. That'll consistently be our pattern. It's just how we're doing them for this round, and then the next one is going to differ a little bit. So for this next round, with all of those decreases, we want to now make it back to being a really clean look, okay? So we're going to work into the actual stitches this time. So go ahead and find that very first stitch, okay, of our next round here. You're going to do a single crochet, chain 1. Into the next stitch, we're going to work a double crochet, chain 1. Next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1. You're just going to go ahead and continue that all the way around, close with your slip stitch, and then come back. Okay, so just before we begin round 8, I wanted to just give a little stitch count check here. I should have done that after the decrease round, so my apologies, but okay. So right now I'm working on a size medium. If you're working on the same size as me, your stitch count right now should be 24, but I also want you to take note of the fact that for this next number of rounds that we're about to do, we're working around the chain spaces. So you have a total of 24 stitches, but you have 25 chain spaces. So don't be thrown off when you're doing your next number of rounds. You're going to have 25 stitches because we're working around the chain spaces. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin our next round. We are going to start with our single crochet around that first chain space of our round. Oh, I got a little twisted up there. So single crochet, chain 1. Then around the next chain space, we're going to double crochet, chain 1. Around the next chain space, we're going to single crochet, chain 1. And we're just going to keep on going with this pattern for however many rounds you want to do, depending on the height. If you're following the pattern that I'm doing specifically, you're going to continue for a total of, just getting it here, so including the round that we're working on, you want to keep going until you get, right now we're on round 8 of our work. So I'm telling you the number of total rounds, including these ones that we've just worked, okay? So right now of your work, you are beginning round 8. You're going to keep on going until you get to and finish round 46. Okay, so right now we're doing round 8. You're going to go ahead until you get to round 46 and then come back. Okay, so now that you have finished all of your rounds of work, we're going to finish up here. So we're going to chain 1. Go ahead and mark your chain 1 space. Now we're working into the stitches only for this next round. So we're going to be skipping over the chain spaces. Okay, so we're working into the stitches only. We're going to half double crochet into every single stitch all the way around. That's it. So you're just going to go ahead and half double crochet into every single stitch all the way around. When you get back to the beginning, you're going to close with a slip stitch, chain 1, and you're going to repeat it again another round of half double crochet. So 2 rounds of total, working your half double crochet stitches, and then come back and I'll show you how we're gonna finish up. Okay, so now that you finished your 2 rounds of half double crochets, you closed with your slip stitch, go ahead and cut the yarn to fasten it off and just pull that tail end through. Now you're gonna wanna flip your work inside out because when we're weaving our tail ends in, you want it to be on the inside of the work. So go ahead and flip your leg warmer so that it's inside out and grab your loose tail ends here and your tapestry needle, and we're going to weave the tail ends in and out. Okay, so go ahead and just pushing them in and out of some of the stitches on the inside of your work just to hide and secure. So there's not really any like rhyme or reason to it. You don't have to have any sewing skills for this part. It's just so that the tail end doesn't come loose and come out and or have any of those, like if you cut it off right at the top, you might have that little pooky piece like sticking out. So go ahead and just weave that in and out, and then you can cut that right down. Do that for any of the tail ends that you have,
I really hope that you've enjoyed
done.
this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a look at the helpful links in the description below.